stayed in America for more than 7 months, so I think it's time to share what I think and what I feel about here. I still remember that before entering the customs, I turned my head to my mom and my sister and said the last goodbye to them. In that moment, I couldn't believe I really did it. I really moved toward the life I wanted. At first, I decided to go in 2020, but because of COVID-19, my plan was cancelled and not sure if I could still go in the future. But luckily, my parents agreed with that, and I'm here now. I have to say I was a lucky one. Mine was non-stop flight, so I didn't need to rush or worry about missing. But my plan was 14 hours, which was really long. This made me crazy. Unlike many exchange students, I wasn't afraid at all. I feel relaxed and excited. Before coming to America, I had already contacted my host family. We sent an email to each other and share our life to make sure we know each other better. After a long trip, I finally arrived at Chicago. I spent 1 hour to find my luggage, and this was the scariest moment for me. It sounds funny, but it's true. My phone didn't have internet, which was mean I couldn't inform my host family I was there. So after I found my two luggage, I walked fast and hoped my host family had written a board that had my name on it, so I could tell who are they. Yes, we never did FaceTime, so I can't remember how they looked like. Finally, I really did a board, and then they gave me hugs and helped me to take in luggage. They, they asked me if I was hungry and if I was tired. I can feel they tried to make me feel comfortable. It was really nice, just saying what I thought. When I arrived at their home, it was nice, so my host mom and my host sister showed me something important real quick. I remember I told them, "Your house is colorful," and she asked me if I like it. I didn't think a lot at first, but I found out much later my host mom painted our room for us because we told them we like this kind of color. Oh my god, that's so sweet. And then the other day we picked out my roommate who is from Belgium. At first couple days we didn't really talk. I didn't know why, but she didn't talk to me, and I was thinking if she didn't like me or something else. I don't know. I was embarrassed with her for 4 days. I even thought I wouldn't be friends with her. I almost prepared and accept the consequence. But now she's my best friend in my school, and we talk about everything. We are totally different, but this doesn't stay in the way I cherish this international friendship very much. Who believes that two different cultures girls can be such a good friends? That's so crazy. Before I came here, I did some work for Culture Part. I knew there are some different things I need to face, like how are you? School always teaches us to say fine, thank you, and you, but I was pretty sure it shouldn't be like that. So I found out I can reply like good or just copy how are you. But when I first heard a staff ask me like that, I couldn't reply. I just stand there and couldn't open my mouth. At that moment, I realized what it means when an exchange student last year told me we need to really step into the environment. Fortunately, I have an American who really likes to say how are you every time when she sees me. So I become more and more familiar with it and I can do some small talk. Thanks again. Different from what I expected, they like to say hi to me, but I need to say I'm not reference student here. But other people like grocery store staff or strangers who walk by me, they all smile at me when I want to come in. They will hold the door for me. It is different from my experience in Taiwan. The most exciting thing for me was American school. This is so different. I was excited to experience something like changing the classroom every course, eating lunch at Carmen, trying the interesting subject, and seeing many foreigners around me. At first, I thought my school is small because there are only 1,500 students there. But I found out it is enough when I try to walk to the other classroom during the 5-minute break. It is a new experience for me. I stay in the same classroom all day in my country school, but here I need to change room every each class. And it is so crowded in the hallway. I feel like I was playing football. I just try to bump into others. The courses here are interesting and I can choose myself. They don't have a certain schedule like Taiwan. They just choose what they want at the beginning of a semester. Everyone is different. And the school here is really implement happy education. No pressure and no serious test. Freshmen and senior students can study at the same class. By the way, there are 4 levels in senior high and Taiwan has only 3. Although they are free to do anything, they have some rules need to follow, such as they need to have some hours in math, English, and science, but no matter which math class or which English class they want. The grades are divided into A, B, C, D, and F, and they are depends on their exam and homework. Usually, I just need to finish the work the teacher told me to do, and then I can get a good grade although my English is not fluent. Their emphasis on study is much lower than Taiwan. They start school from 8:40 and finish at 15:35. They don't need to go to cross school after school and they don't need to study in their free time. Some exams are even open book. Not to mention they only have one final exam on a semester and they don't have the national test for college. In this point, I think their lives are so good. As for the student here, I need to say it is different from my expectation. I have to talk to them first or they won't carry me. It was a little sad because I wasn't good at English. So at the first month, I feel confused and tired. And also about my rest problem, I joined student council because I wanted to make friends. But there's a girl I don't even know who she was, but she put her eyes like that in front of me. She made me feel so embarrassed and I feel like everyone was seeing me as a clown. At the moment, I almost cried, but it was the worst day I have faced during my exchange year. So for me, making friends was definitely not an easy thing, but actually it is not that common. Most of the students here are nice, although they don't really want to make friends with me, but they are still willing to show they're friendly. Sometimes when I stand there, they come and say something like "you are pretty" or "I like your sweater." This made me feel I'm a part of them, or at least they don't hate me. There is one thing I also feel interesting. Their names are easily the same. I have already known many Eva or many Adi, so when we talk about someone, we need to ask which Eva. That's so cool. The other thing interesting is I need to ask a pass so I can go to the bathroom during class, but I can understand about that. This doesn't bother me. The yellow school bus is iconic. Before I came here, I was excited about that. I thought if I never took the yellow bus, I wasn't a real American student. Even though I need to wait for the bus during the cold and windy day, I'm still willing to take. There are 4 classes in my PE class. We do sports together, so it's a lot of people. We can choose what we want to do from 3 choices every day. It's not fun. Sometimes we just walk, but not all the schools are like us. One of my friends in other school told me that she climbed to the yacht and did other fun things in her PE class. Made me so envious, but everything has good side and bad side. For example, my school has more breaks than her school. Sometimes my school schedule just says that we don't have school, but I don't know why. And for sports here, it's really crazy about that. They have teams after school and they practice every day. They have an average of 1 meet per week. I can't do that, but I still want to experience it, so I joined a track team and become manager there. The only thing I need to do is taking time. They have good atmosphere, they share and encourage to each other, and they trust themselves. America is a counter country. Each person shows their ability and pride. They boldly show off their charms and ideas. They raise their hands firmly and they wear what they want. They don't care what people think about them. This is the trait I have always longed for. After coming here for a few months, I find that I don't care whether the clothes make me thinner anymore or I don't feel anxious about my weight. In this regard, it is the environment I seek. I feel so relaxed here. We all know that they don't need to wear uniforms in school in America. It sounds nice, but I don't think so now. Because I need to think what to wear every day and I need to accept the others' weird outfits. They are really brave about dressing up. They wear what they want and doing short makeup. And sometimes school has some dressing days such as hero days, Barbie days, underwear days, and more. Oh, there is one thing funny. Everybody here has a red pajama pants here. And they wear these to schools. I don't understand why they love them, but I buy one too. It costs $20, but I don't regret it. These even become my favorite souvenir here. I feel so American when I'm wearing that. And they do have some rules about wearing, but nobody cares, and the teacher don't care either. So if I want to wear a pajama, a prom dress, or even a swimsuit at school, I bet no one cares. There are many interesting festivals here. They care about family very much, so they always get together in Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year. We ate dinner and play games. It's so different from my experience in Taiwan. I was really happy here. But for my Belgian roommate, she had different feelings. She felt homesickness during the festivals because she always stayed with her family in that time, but not this year. Taiwanese food is much better to me. I used to eat rice every day, so it's kind of weird to me here. And the lunch, I usually eat sandwich. I can buy other food at school, but I think the calorie is too high, so I try to not gain too much weight here. I live in a suburb in Illinois. There is not many buses here, so when I want to go somewhere, I need my host family's help. It's not so convenient for me. Taiwan is a busy country. I can take either a bus or a train to everywhere. But in here, if I have no car, I can't leave home. I think that's why they are allowed to have drive lessons when they are 16, but because it's the only way they can move. For this reason, I set a goal of making friends who have car before. Luckily, I did it, but I won't tell my friend until I die. And then the environment are all different. America is a broad country, so each house has a yard. The roads here are wide and the parking lot are so big. They don't have so many traffic lights, but they have many stop signs which you need to stop when you pass them. I think they are polite when they are driving. When they see a person, they stop for him. It's nice, but I really don't like the stop sign because too many. It's really too many. The weather here is cold. I came here in August and the temperature was about 25 to 30 Celsius, which is not bad. As for winter, it is around 0 Celsius. The lowest temperature I have ever been in America is negative 19 Celsius. It almost killed me. Here snows a lot and I made my first snowman. It was exciting for me at first because it was my second time to see snow. But I started feeling tired after a few days of snow. It's too cold for me. I miss summer so much. I started to really make friends from the second semester. In the first semester, I was still trying to adapt the culture and the American humor. The American humor was horrible for me. I couldn't get the point at first, so I only had some classmates to talk. It was so boring to me. I even almost gave up. Everything is so different. The talking with the full language and anything I can think of right now. But unexpectedly, things change in the second semester. There are new exchange students come to our school and I made friends with them and then we invited each other to our friends. So things really become better. We like to hang out every Friday night. I started to have an expectation exchange year. We 7 from 6 different countries. In addition to being fun, this also brings me some challenges. We have so different cultures. Sometimes we can't strike the balance. But this is the reason I come, and I come to learn things from them and share my culture. The benefit this experience gave me is more than what I thought. In addition to what I said, I also get some other things. I find some interests such as painting, watching movies, making scrapbook, and also the most important thing, I know how to enjoy my life. I feel my life has not only what I have to do, but also have what I want. My parents gave me this year to take a break, and I really found the meaning why I'm here. I know my life have already been changed because of this year. I still remember the first couple days I came here. My roommate kept asking me out to see the sunset. I didn't understand why she likes to do that, but now I think I got a reason.